Alright, so today we're doing something a little different here at Prim and Proper Designs. I'm making miniature little snowmen, and this is the thing I like about crafts, is that I can see something online and think to myself, wow, that would be cool to do. So I wanted to look around for unfinished pieces of wood, and I was on eBay looking for, I don't even know what it was at the time. I think it was small little spools, because I have these size spools, which are pretty big, but and I did make little people out of them. But you know, when you're looking through unfinished wood, sometimes you come across these things on eBay, and this woman happened to have these little teeny snowmen that I would just thought was so adorable, and I wanted to show you how small they really are. They're only about 3/4 of an inch big. I mean, let me see if I can think of something I can hold up that will give you an idea. If I can just hold up, I'll hold up one of my grapes, okay? I have a red seedless grape here, which are pretty small, and this is the size of the snowman. I mean, basically it's about the size, which I got glue on it, of my thumbnail. And they're 3D, and I had some hook eyes left, hook eye screws or screw hook eyes or whatever they call them, in 8mm size that I had left from my keychains, my egg keychains that I made. So I said, well, I can put those on the top, and I don't really want to make these keychains because they're kind of small. So I'm going to make these into necklaces, and I'm just going to paint them like a regular snowman. And so this is how they start off. And then what I do is, I don't have any more screw eyes left. I used them all up. I actually have them on the snowman. But on the top of the snowman, I actually put a tiny 8mm screw eye into the top. And then I attach, I'd say about a 10mm jump ring or O-ring. And I think this is what's called a double O-ring. And I bought a package of those. Oh, let's see, at Walmart, and there's two different sizes inside. One bag had 10mm and one had 8mm. I think it was $2 for the bag, and these snowmen were like, I don't know, about $3 I think for 12 of them, and I just bought the lady out. I think she had 100 or something, and I just bought her out. And after they have the little rings put on top, I begin to paint them. And here's one that I just painted and gave a coat of white. And then I'll be doing 2 coats of the white on this. And then I will actually hold it by the base after it dries and paint the hat black all the way around. Paint the hat black all the way around the screw eye. And then after that, I just take my little teeny brush that I showed you in my other videos, and I make 2 dots for the eyes, 3 dots for the buttons, and then I go back with the orange and make 1 dot each for the nose. And today I was wondering, hey, you know, I don't know, these are so tiny, what am I going to use for scarves? And I went to the store looking for string, and I didn't even think about it. I could use the embroidery thread. So I did these little snowmen, and each one has the little dots on it, and it has a little of the thread. And what I do is, when I go to put the knot around the neck, is I put a little drop of Elmer's glue right near the knot, and right in, you know, I put like a little dot of Elmer's glue right on the base, right on the neck, a little bit to the side. Then I tie the knot, and then I adjust the knot in place and just let it dry so that it won't come undone and it won't come off the snowman. And then what I did was I went on eBay and I looked for some kind of necklace that is plain, like a plain chain that I could use to hang these from. And I came across this place. It's in China. Now, I don't mind ordering things from China on eBay when I have months and months before I'm actually going to do my craft show, because sometimes it can take up to 24 to 30 days to get an order in of some kind from China. But if you can wait that long, it's really worth it because they come out of China really, really cheap. And I could have ordered the O-rings on eBay. I didn't bother. These I did order the 8mm screw eyes or hook eyes, whatever they want to call them. I think they're screw eyes because they're completely closed, so they're not hook eyes. I did order those on eBay, but I made sure I did it through someone in the U.S. Only because, like I said, I like instantaneous results, and I don't like to wait for things too long. I can wait for the necklaces themselves from China because I'm, too busy putting the hook eyes in these guys and then the O-rings and then painting them and putting on the scarves. And as you can see, I have my little army of finished ones there. And I'll see if I can get you a little closer so you can see them. Yeah. It's like a whole little army of snowmen. And then I have these here, which are the raw materials. These are the little teeny ones, like I said, that haven't had anything done to them yet. They came in a package. I got about 100 of them, I think, maybe 103, something like that. Here's my O-rings that I have left waiting to go on these guys, and my thread. And I keep all of this in a pickle jar. And when I ran out of screw eyes, so when those come in, I'll add those to the mix, and then I'm ready to work on the last. I think I got 14 left, because in this jar here, what I'm doing is picking one out, and this one they've already had the screw eyes put on today and the O-rings, and these are ready to paint. So what I'm doing right now is pulling one out of the jar and painting it white. Then I line them up there and let them dry, and then I go back and get each one again and do a second coat of white. And the beauty part of this is that I do not have to put any kind of lacquer or anything on these, because it just so happened that the paint that I bought to do these, not even to do these, but just the paint I bought in general that was on sale at Walmart, is the black and the white here. And it's a brilliant white. It's actually called a shiny white, so it's already a gloss paint. And I guess a lot of people didn't buy them, so I bought them on sale. They were on sale. And when it has that little star at the top, one white, one black, you can see that that means it's shiny paint. So I didn't realize that I was even going to do these snowmen. I mean, I've still got so many projects here that I have to do. And I finally did find someone also who had a great deal on the 2-inch wooden eggs here. I found this little place called Granny's Attic in a town next door to me, and she happened to have a few of them left, so I bought her out, and she said if she gets any more she'll let me know. And she also had these little ones, which are about half the size of the hen eggs. I'd say about 1.5 inches, and I guess these would be called, let's see, they've got wren eggs, which are the tiny ones, and they've got pigeon eggs. Maybe these are pullet eggs. I've got 5 of them that stand on their own, but then the ones that don't stand on their own, and I got 2 bags of those, I'm going to make these into larger keychains. And that's just a matter of putting a larger screw eye on the top. And then I got these large split rings from Walmart that will be the actual keychain itself. So there won't be a dangling chain with these like there are with my small ones, but they'll be a lot bigger. This depends what size they want. So I'll probably end up charging about $5 for these keychains. I got all these eggs to paint now, and I still have my large, let me back this up a little bit, I still have my larger eggs to paint, and I've still got the hen eggs to paint, so I've still got a lot of work to do. And I still haven't even, that little goose egg, that one goose egg I have that you've seen in the other videos, I still haven't even painted that one yet. I mean, dipped it. I mean, it's painted, but I haven't dipped it yet into the lacquer. So I just wanted to show you my latest project, which are these little snowmen, and that's what I do. I mean, I don't make a list of this is what I'm going to make, A, B, C, and D. As I go along, and that's what makes it so much fun, is I get to pick and choose what I'm going to make as I go. If I see something really cute on eBay. And now I'm thinking also about making garden angels, and they're going to be on dowels, and that will stick inside of your plants. So when I get the rest of the material for that, right now I have the dowels and I have some material that I'm going to use for the wings, but I'm thinking about getting the little wooden people. And the little wooden people are shaped something like the snowman, but without the hat, and you know, just a rounded head and a longer, thinner body, like a woman with a skirt. And I'm just going to paint them and put some little angel wings on them and put a dowel in them, and they'll be my garden angels. So this is my latest project, an army of snowmen, and I thought I'd show it to you today. Something else for you, maybe, that you might like to do. I don't know where you can get the snowmen this small. Like I said, if you go on eBay and just keep looking, every other day or so I'm on eBay doing something, because I sell on eBay too. And when you do that, you might find something interesting that you might spark some inspiration in you. Like I said, I was inspired to do these, and then inspired to do the garden angels, all that in one day. So I have like a lot of projects going. None of them are finished, but that's what's fun, is I keep going and going, and eventually everything will be finished by Christmas time. But until then, I can come in this room and sit down and, oh, maybe I want to paint the snowmen today, or maybe I want to do my homespun candy canes, or maybe I want to paint some scenes on eggs, or, you know, whatever else I did. Here's another thing that I did that I didn't even think to show you, which I have this bucket over here, this old bucket that I got at an auction. And when I went to see the lady in the granny's attic there about her hen eggs, she happened to be next door to a doctor I was going to at the time. And I says, oh wow, a craft store. I didn't even know it was here. And she had these little heads that were already painted. So I'm making these into what I call little Jesus pins. Of course, it's Christmas time, and they're wrapped in muslin, like a baby that would be swaddled in muslin. He's got a little hair, and I'll have to show you how I make those. And I'll, you know, the next time I show you my completed something or other, maybe my completed snowman, I'll show you how I make those. But basically, it's just taking a bit of that chenille, what do they call it? Oh, those chenille sticks, like, that come in different colors. I use brown, and I make a U with it and put two together, and then I stick it up through the bead, because this is like a face painted bead, and then I just wrap muslin around it and tie it off with some very thin, natural colored twine. And on the back, which I'm waiting to come in the mail, are going to be the pin backs, which are just plain bar pin backs. Again, ordered from China. So I'm waiting for them and the necklaces to come in. But I have a whole bucket here of Jesus pins, and I will probably charge maybe 50 cents a piece for them. And maybe I'm thinking $2 a piece for my little snowman necklaces. And the necklace itself is like going to be made out of rubber, but it's got a nice it's like a very thin 2mm cord, and it's going to have a lobster clasp in the back with a chain so it can be adjusted in in length. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and it's just another inspiring video from Prim and Proper Designs.